The article that I choose from my study to talk about today is a comparison of two procedures for programming the differential reinforcement of other behaviors. This is a Java article from 1983. The authors were Repp, Barton, and Bruley. The question that the researchers attempted to answer in this study were what schedule of DRO proves to be the most effective for children on the autism spectrum disorders that had off-task behaviors, either momentary DRO or whole interval DRO. The dependent variable in the study were the behaviors of the boys on the autism spectrum. These behaviors were specifically described as off-task verbal behavior, off-task physical behavior, off-task attention, out of seat, and interruptions. The independent variable in the study was the momentary DRO schedule and the whole interval DRO schedule. Inter-observer agreement was taken into account for each behavior measured in the study. 45 minutes of each day, there was inter-observer agreement. Occurrence methods of calculating agreement was used, while the mean score results were calculated. Off-task behavior was at 91%, off-task physical behavior was at 94%, off-task attention was at 84%, out-of-seat behavior was at 100%, while interruptions were at 97%. Multiple baseline across subjects design was calculated. The study was a great example of treatment fidelity. Most all aspects were carefully thought through. IOA was above 80% for most behaviors calculated, and 90% for the others. Definitions were clear and concise, making reliable data. However, I did note that the authors did not explain if the two observers were partitioned off from each other as they sat in the same corner of the classroom. The results and the data showed that the whole interval DRO is more effective overall than momentary DRO. Off-task behaviors averaged at a decrease of 2% or lower during the whole interval phase of the study. Conclusion is that the momentary DRO is not effective enough to suppress off-task behaviors. The data showed that whole interval DRO was more effective treatment in decreasing off-task behaviors. Momentary DRO can be used to maintain, but should only be used after whole interval DRO schedules has been effective. The limitation of the study is to the applied setting. It may be difficult for some professionals to implement the whole interval DRO schedule of reinforcement. The results of this study may have been different if the schedules were longer or shorter than 5 minutes. This was not researched in the study.